Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Potter's test review. So I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can because I know you guys don't want to sit here for 50 minutes and listen to me review. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about annexation, okay? So, what we need to remember, there you go. We need to remember who's the last president of Texas. So we're gonna have Anson Jones. Okay, remember all that's important is that he was the last president. Okay. So before we could get annexed, we did have some issues. Remember, there were some reasons that we could not be annexed. So a reason number one that we're going to talk about is the political imbalance in the United States. So remember, there is an equal number of pro-slave is equal to abolitionist. There's a vocab word. Remember, abolitionist is someone who wants to abolish something. And here they're talking about abolishing slavery. Okay? So, pro-slavery and abolitionist are the same. But Texas would enter as a pro-slave state, which would make pro-slave and abolitionist unbalanced. Yep. Hopefully I got you guys. Nope. Number two, Mexico. So, Mexico still didn't recognize the independence of Texas. So, the United States was concerned that if they annexed Texas, it would cause war. Okay? That's what we were concerned about. We were concerned that it would cause war. The United States at this point did not want to go to war over Texas. So those are two reasons why wrong color. The United States did not annex Texas first. But then remember who became the US president. I'll let you think about that for a second. So, review on annexation. Anson Jones is the last president of the Republic of Texas. Reasons why the United States don't want to annex us. Pro-slave equaled abolitionist. Abolitionist means they don't want slavery. Texas would come in as a pro-slave state. Undoing the balance. They would not be equal. They would not be equal. There you go. And then Mexico would want war if they annexed. But we have a new guy in town. Hold on. We have a new guy in town. As we said, it's going to be President Polk. James K. Polk. Now, James K. Polk believed in something. I want you guys to think. What did James K. Polk believe in? So, we have James K. Polk, U.S. President. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want you guys to remember. He is in charge of the USA, but he believes in something. He believes that the United States will grow. If we look at the United States, I'm trying here, guys. The United States. There you go. We have the United States. The United States is to right here. This is USA. But we're not going to stop there. He wants to go this way. He wants manifest destiny, okay? Remember, manifest destiny is the belief that God himself willed that United States will grow, okay? So, manifest destiny. going from east to west, going from coast to coast, okay? Going from coast to coast, heading that way, taking the Republic of Texas, taking the Mexican Cession, the Oregon Territory, the Gadsden Purchase, okay? We're going to take all of those together. So, James K. Polk, Manifest Destiny. We had Anson Jones. He's the last president. United States doesn't really care about pro-slavery anymore because Manifest Destiny. And they're willing to go to war with Mexico because they want this sweet, sweet land called the Mexican Cession. Okay, it's a C, sorry. C, Mexican Cession. So, now that we got that, so what we're going to have next is we're going to have the Mexican-American War. So, how does it start? Well, you see, let's take a little down trip to Texas. So, we have the Rio Grande River, which is right here. Rio Grande. We also have the Nueces. Now, USA thinks this is the border, as by the Treaty of Alaska. Mexico says it's the Nueces. Now, here's the problem. This area here, is... Here, let me just do lines. Is disputed. No one know. People are still arguing on where the border is. Now, James K. Polk really wants all that sweet, sweet land because Manifest Destiny means that sweet, sweet land. So he's going to send a wonderful cavalry commander by the name of Zach. Oh, I think I spelled that wrong. It's going to be Zachary Taylor, okay? So it's going to be Z-A... Hold on, let me erase that. So it's going to be... So he sends Zachary Taylor into the disputed territory. And what do you think is going to happen? If Mexico thinks it's their land, then they're going to have their own troops there, right? So, they send the guys in, and then what happens? Oh no! We fought each other! Little swords. They fought each other, oh no. But Zachary Taylor says this is American land. You killed all men on our land. I don't care what's disputed. You shed American blood on American soil. They declare war on Mexico. Whoop, whoop. So we declare war on Mexico. You don't really need to know what happens during the war, but all you need to know is that we win. The United States wins the war. So, hold on. Let's go back. Let's get a new blank document. We win. Now, going back. Oh, no. What is this? Hold on. Going back to this, what treaty ends the Mexican-American War? If you said the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, you're going to do great for this test. If not, you need to keep listening and keep studying. So, we have the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. So, all that land that Mexico had, this is a terrible United States, I'm sorry. All that land, except this tiny part right here. So, all this land, Mexican Cession. So, Mexico is going to give up all claims to Texas. Okay, so Texas is now 100% free. They accept the Rio Grande as the border, and they're going to give all the territory from here to this coast. The United States agrees to pay $15 million for it. United States agreed to pay reparations to U.S. citizens by Mexico, to U.S. citizens by Mexico, and guaranteed rights to all Mexicans living in the Mexican concession that they would be U.S. citizens. Okay? So again, let's go over that. Mexico gave up all claims to Texas. They gave us this land. We paid $15 million for it. United States would pay people. They paid Mexico $15 million, and they have U.S. citizenship. But if I could have a sound effect of clapping, I would, because once this is done, guess what? The United States goes from this coast to this coast. Manifest destiny. We have achieved it. We have made it here, all the way over here. Manifest destiny. Woohoo! James K. Polk, we did it. We have got the manifest destiny. We got coast to coast. We own it all. By the end of the year, we're going to own this too. The United States is going to pretty much look like it does today. Now, going to, this little tiny part down here, just as a reminder, that one is called the Gadsden Purchase. Gadsden Purchase. Do I want to spell that for you guys? Sure. So, Gadsden Purchase. Actually, I'm not. Yeah, just remember, guys, Gadsden Purchase. We bought it for $10 million. It completed down here, set the final border. Okay? So, now going on to the topic that we've just talked about. Compromise of 1850. Okay, you guys need to understand this. I know we just talked about it, so it might be a little difficult. Okay, so Compromise of 1850. Couple things that you need to know. So, hold on, just put 1850. No, what? I'll put 1850 up here for you guys. So, 1850. So, yeah. So, Texas sold some of its land, and most of it, to New Mexico for $10 million. What this did, most importantly, is Texas is now debt free. We paid off our debt. We're debt free. Woo! We finally paid off that debt from the Revolutionary War. That only took us like 10 years, but that's okay. That's paid off. Now, that's debt free, and it finalized our borders. Okay, so Texas will now look like Texas does today. Let's see how good of a Texas I can draw. And then about right here is this. Okay, yeah, you recognize Texas. Texas. Final borders, thanks to Compromise of 1850. Now, remember, we had abolitionist. Okay? Abolitionist means that you don't want slaves. I don't have my worksheet with me, but if you guys have it, I would look at your worksheet for 1850 as I talk about this. So, remember, the North did not want slavery to spread, okay? They were kind of like, we can't really get rid of slavery in the South, but we can stop it from spreading. It's a plague. We need to stop it. So they keep trying to stop it. The South wants slavery to grow. So they have this compromise where many of the new states, California will enter as a free state, but many of these new states will actually get to vote on whether they have slavery or not. Now, this has its own issues, but remember, voting is popular sovereignty, okay? Popular sovereignty. Popular means people. People power. People choose what's popular. People choose their leaders and choose their laws. Popular sovereignty is voting. When your parents go to choose their choose their favorite person to be president, it is going to be popular sovereignty. Now, in the Compromise of 1850, a couple other things you need to remember is you have the Fugitive Slave Act. Okay, so what the Fugitive Slave Act is Southerners said, hey, I really hate that my slaves are running away from me because I'm treating them as a slave, and they're running to the North where they're free. So, listen up, North. Part of this law is that if you see a runaway slave, you need to arrest them and give them back to me in the South because I own them. Many Northerners said, no, that's a terrible thing to do, and you suck. Most of them just didn't do it, okay? And This also led to the Underground Railroad, which we'll talk about more. But so, key points of the Compromise of 1850. Texas sold land for $10 million, were debt-free, and our borders are finalized. Okay? North and South still hate each other. South is trying to grow slavery, North is trying to stop it. Okay? Again, that's about all I'll talk about. Look at your notes, okay, guys? Look at your notes for your test. Look at your 1850. Look at your Texas 1845 becomes a state. Mexican-American War notes. Just look at them, okay? Look over them again. If you didn't understand anything I talked about, you need to look back over your notes, okay? Because this is everything we should have talked about. Have a good day, guys, and good luck on your test tomorrow.